Hi, I'm Nancy with Factory Direct Crafts, and today we're going to be making heart valentines. And what you're going to need for these today is some paper, like scrapbooking paper, and if you can have it that has print on both sides, that's good, or at least the color is not just white on all of it here. Like this one has white on one side and print on the other. I'm using one of those, and then the others have dots on both sides. And you're going to need some glue, a glue stick. You're going to need a ribbon, some scissors, and if you've got some paper or a pad that has lines on it, a grid, that will help you with your folding. And some stickers. And I have some gold thread here too. Let's get started. Okay, the first step is making the pattern. And what I did was I used a piece of newspaper for my first biggest heart. And this can be any size you want it to be. This one is 10 by 10 is the square that I used to get this heart. And how I did it, I folded the paper in half and then I just cut it. Just the heart shape so that it would come out even on both sides, just like this. And from there I made smaller hearts so that they would all match around the edges somewhat, and I'll show you how I did that. Here's my next two hearts. So like here's the next one I did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that heart in half, and you can do this with the biggest one to the second one too. I'll just show you on this one. And I want the hearts to be a little gradually smaller. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut in, let's see. Let me see how much smaller so you know. I think it's like 3/4 of an inch or so is all I went smaller. Yeah, no more than that. About 3/4 of an inch smaller. And I'm just going to follow the line right around. And then I'll end up with a heart that's very similar in shape, but smaller. And so then you know it's going to look right. Okay. So there I've got a heart that's going to lay inside that one and look good. Okay? So that's what I did on my patterns here. And so I've got my 3 patterns. And I traced them on my paper that I chose. These are the ones I'm using, and because this is going to be for Valentine's, so I picked these colors on this one. And this paper here, this one has dots on it that are kind of fuzzy on one side, but the dots show on the other side too. So that's why I chose this paper, because you're going to see the outside and the inside when you have the card open. So now the next step is folding, once you get those all cut out. And I found what really helps is having a piece of paper with lines on it, or some sort of grid. If you have that, you can put down underneath. And you line the point of your heart and the bottom of this part of the heart on those lines. And so then when you fold, you can follow the other lines and keep it straight. Okay? And you're going to take the side now, and you're going to fold in just barely past the dip in the top of the heart. And then, like I said, line it up with your lines on your paper underneath. And oh, it just makes it so much easier. And then bring that other side over, doing the same thing and watching your lines. And it just guides you, makes it way easier. Okay, then you're going to take these 2 top things here and fold down about 1/4 of an inch past the dip in the heart. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. See, I've got these folded in and then this folded down. Okay, and then this bottom piece is just coming up to the tip of the rectangle there. So this is what I've got, kind of like a little envelope then. Okay, and you do that with all 3 hearts. So repeat the same folding process on all 3 of the hearts, like this. And now the next step is to glue them. So what we do is we start with the littlest one going into the middle one. So what you want to do is open that all the way up, make sure it looks right where you're wanting to glue it, and it's going to be centered. Okay, and then you just put a little glue on that back of the square, right in the middle, and line that up so it looks good. Make sure you're inside those folded lines that you've got. There you go, and then fold that all up. Now inside that little middle square you could put a little note, you could put a little present. There's all sorts of things you could do with that, okay? So now center the next one just the same way. Make sure it's going to look good where you're wanting to glue it. And glue that one down. Alrighty, so now we just fold these all up. Sides first, top, the bottom. Then you've got it like this. Now I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to tie that around it. And I'm going to put a gift tag on here too. And here, I'll show you how to make one of these out of stickers. Just take 2 stickers like this. And I have a piece of gold thread. You could use ribbon or jute, whatever you want to use, and lay one down and put your gold ends of the gold thread right inside that heart and stick those stickers together. You could cut out paper to match your envelope and glue it together, but I kind of like these little heart stickers. They're just so cute. Thought that would add to it. So, okay, so I'm going to tie this, the first knot on the ribbon here. Okay, and then I'm going to just slip this right onto that ribbon, just like that. And then I'm going to finish my bow. Then that little tag can't fall off. And there, I've got a cute little Valentine to give. Thanks for watching.